Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think I need another earphone because I'm hearing this tapping noise in my ear. Are you hearing it?
No.
Okay. We're not recording on. Oh,
We definitely are.
hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, boo.
How are you?
I'm getting over a cold, but I'm okay.
That's not good. I think tis the season.
I guess it's whack.
Yikes. Everybody that I am hearing is either sick, coming off a cold, or their kids are cold, having colds or something. Like, it's literally like and it's just fall.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we ain't even hit winter yet. And, like, I don't have any piece of time for all this sickness and germs.
Niggas don't wash their hands, though, so.
That part. Grown adults don't wash their fucking hands. So, like, really, we're just fucking doomed at this point.
Yeah.
Stay in the fucking house is what I'm gonna do. How was your weekend?
My weekend was fun. On Saturday, I went to a wine festival, and I took my daughter with me because I don't ever go, because it seems like every year I have her on the weekend that they have a wine festival down here.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, mama gotta have a life too, and I really like wine, so she was so blown. She looked so fucking upset the whole time, and I was there for like 4 hours.
Oh, so you was there for a long time.
Lit.
Look, it was at the Catalina wine mixer, and she was not here for that
She
shit.
was not. And then afterwards, we went to Cinema Cafe to go see Maleficent, so she could have a little bit of a day.
Right.
And so when we went there, I got sangria, and she was like, "I mean, more wine?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "We might as well keep the party going." I caught a lift to and from the wine festival, so like
you were responsible.
Exactly. Thank you. That's how I felt.
She should appreciate that.
But then Sunday, I woke up and
head banging.
No, I didn't. Oh no,
not the hangover. Oh, just the cold.
No, I just had like Mara had said on Friday. It sounded like I was catching a cold, and so like Saturday I had the sniffles, but then Sunday I was in the bed
2-piece
all day.
Yikes.
Yeah, I didn't do nothing on Sunday. We ordered in food and everything because I was just like, yeah, if it's not to go pee, I'm not getting up. Like, Mara, give me some water. How was your weekend?
Boring. I didn't do jack shit.
But that's because you did something the past couple weekends, and aren't you going somewhere this weekend?
Next
coming
weekend.
Up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Next week. So I got one more week. I thought I only had 1 week in between, but I had 2.
Oh, okay.
But let me just rewind, because I actually never knew how to pronounce that character's name. So I always saw it, but never knew how to pronounce it. So thank you. You have taught me something new.
Hold on, wait. What character?
The movie that you saw. I'm not going to repeat it because I still don't know how to say it. But that was the
Maleficent?
first time. Yeah, that's the first time I ever heard anybody say the word.
Oh, you didn't watch Sleeping Beauty as a kid?
I didn't know the bitch name though.
I literally just watched Sleeping Beauty yesterday because I'm not feeling Disney's whole push for like evil is not that bad guy.
So now they trying to like have you sympathize with the bad guys now.
Yeah, Maleficent was just evil and nobody actually knew why, and I was perfectly fine with that.
But they're like, you know what? Let's talk about her life. Now
she has a heart.
Her, the Joker, all these people. They're like, look, they're not that bad.
Shit.
They evil, but I mean, look what they've been through. They have mental health issues.
No, just be crazy. Like, I just appreciate those storylines a lot better than your childhood and your broken heart. I wasn't here for it. I was so bored in that movie theater.
So it wasn't good. Not that I would go see it, but like, was it good?
I mean, it was for her.
Did she like it?
She did.
Oh, okay.
And that's all that matters.
I'm about to say,
they didn't make that for me.
Definitely wasn't for you. Like, no, I'm straight. Especially
so now,
we classic Disney fans. We like, I don't give a fuck about that.
And so I've been on a whole Disney kick all week. Like, I just finished watching Lady and the Tramp. Now I'm about to
Oh,
go
that
try
was
to
my shit.
find 101 Dalmatians because I haven't seen that in a minute. So I'm gonna just watch all the good classics because they're probably gonna redo all that shit again anyway. I mean, they already did the live version of 101 Dalmatians, but they'll probably do it again because
Yeah, they're
niggas
gonna
is
remake
recycling shit.
everything.
Yeah.
So as a kid, I used to like the little joint when the little cats, the little Siamese cats, when they sing the little song,
We are
"Our
Siamese.
Siamese, if you please." Dun, dun, dun. That used to be my shit.
So Mara just fried me for singing that joint.
Ooh,
I mean,
she gonna hate me.
I watched that today and I was definitely in this bitch singing it. She was like, I thought you were studying. I was like, I am, but the movie is on and the song is on. So like, what do you want me to do? It's on. I have
I
to
can
sing it.
hear.
It's like if Lion King was on right now, I would definitely still be singing the songs.
Right, definitely sing Hakuna Matata. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. What do you want me to do? So then she came and she watched it for a little bit. She was like, this is so old. And I was like, it is,
Ooh,
but it's so classic.
it's such a classic.
She was like, look at this drawing. I was like, all right, get the fuck
Get
out
out.
of my room.
That's what you kick them out. All right, get out. Making me feel old.
Suck ass.
But hey, listeners,
Hey,
what's good?
speaking of movies. It's like, no.
Right. Segway queens. Episode 58. And as Shay said, kind of rolling into movies, kind of sparked this topic from a post about was it what movie was it? Was it Finding Nemo?
I don't think
what sparked this shit?
she did mention Nemo in the tweet. Oh, Masika Kalysha for the people.
Yeah, so Masika, that was on Love and Hip Hop New York. New York, or which one was she on?
No, that was Alexis Sky.
So what
she
the
was
fuck was
on
Masika
Hollywood.
on? Oh, Hollywood. Okay, I'm like, she was on one of them joints.
One of Fetty Wap's baby moms. That's why we got that confused.
Right. One of them joints. So there was a post. It was she actually post. It was a post that she put up, and the Shade Room had retweeted it or whatever, or reposted it. But her post said, it's not about homosexuality or heterosexuality. Stop promoting sexuality to our children, period. Let our kids be kids. And then in the description, or the little caption of that post, she went on to say, instead of just leaving it that way, she went on to say, this is for the fools that thinks it's progressive when Disney has a gay couple kissing next to Nemo. No, KB ain't watching Adam and Eve in sexual situations. The hell you think I'm supposed to let her watch Adam and Steve lip locking for? It's not progressive. It's suggestive, and I suggest you let a child be a child. She's a little, but yeah. So that is what is sparking this topic. I also was scrolling through the comments, and people was not here for that shit at all. Some celebrities was liking it and was like, facts, like, I agree. Other ones was like, that is the most homophobic shit that homophobic, I can't talk, homophobic shit that I've seen ever. People went on to say, like, Disney has always had kissing scenes, so why the fuck is it a big deal now that it is same sex? I don't know what scene that she is referring to. I don't know which Nemo. Is it a new Nemo that's out? I haven't been to the movies in a while.
I saw Finding Nemo. I still haven't seen Finding Dory, so maybe there was something in Finding Dory.
I've seen both. That's why I'm like, is there a new Nemo? Maybe I just wasn't fucking paying attention, but I don't remember seeing and
maybe
both
she
of those
just said a random
old.
name.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
I was like, because both of those movies are hella fucking old. So if she's just bringing that up like now, then why?
So what did you think when you saw it? Because most of the comments I saw actually, I would say more of the comments were in support of what she was saying, at least when I looked at the comments. And then I saw some of my mutual friends that liked it, so I'm assuming they agreed with the statement.
Mm-hmm.
It was, most of them, I wasn't surprised. There was one person in particular that I won't put out there that I was surprised that they
liked it.
Yes, but whatever. So because you have smaller children, I wanted to know your thoughts on, like, let's say Little Saint is watching Mickey. What is it? Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
now
know.
they got Mickey and the Roadster Racers. They got all type of shit. He don't watch none of
Yes.
that shit though. He don't
I'm
even watch Mickey Mouse like that. But a cartoon, I get what you're saying.
right. If he was watching something and they had like a same sex couple, because I know when Mara was younger on this show she used to watch called Good Luck Charlie,
Mm-hmm.
they actually had a neighbor, a woman who was married to a woman on this. I think it was just for one episode, maybe two. It wasn't like she was a part of the show, but I definitely remember that episode specifically. So I wanted to know how you felt because you have smaller children.
So when I saw the post itself, I was like, okay, like I get it. Like you don't want to expose your kids to, any type of sexuality, regardless of if it's heterosexuality or homosexuality. Like you don't want to put so many, I guess, images of sexual things, like you're not gonna be watching Power with me or something where like they smashing and shit like that. Okay, yeah, I get that. But then I heard what is it called? Caption. I was just like, I don't know, like, ugh. But so my feelings are at Saint's age, I don't think he understands. And maybe I'm just underestimating him. But I don't think I would worry too much about him seeing it. My daughter, I'm sure she's already seen it only because she's on YouTube. Even YouTube kids though, but I know they're exposed to a lot of stuff. And I'm not saying that I have a problem with it, but I'm sure maybe she was confused or like, because I have not had a conversation with her about sexuality. So, yeah, but she hasn't come to me to ask any questions of the sort like, do you know sometimes boys kiss boys and girls kiss girls? Like she hasn't come to me about that, and I also haven't had a conversation with her. So it's not necessarily that I would have an issue with her seeing a same-sex couple because I mean, walk out your door. I just haven't had the conversation with her, and after doing some research, apparently I'm way behind the fucking curve. Like for real. But before I get to my little listy shit, what's your feelings on it?
I mean, anyone that's a listener of the show should know that I thought the post was fucking stupid. That's just me. But I realized I probably feel that way because of how I grew up. Like I have my great uncle that just passed, he was gay. My uncle that passed some time ago, he was gay. When my father divorced his ex-wife, she ended up with a woman for a bit. So she was bi. Her daughter, who I still call my sister, is gay. Her brother is gay. So growing up,
You was exposed to.
I just was always around gay people.
Right.
And while not most of them didn't like kiss their partners in front of me, I wasn't an idiot. Like I knew that they were with them.
Right.
And so
obviously
because
I know what y'all doing.
yeah, like I knew my parents kissed, so I would assume if they're together
Y'all
that
be
they
doing the same
that they
thing.
kiss and they're intimate. And that was just normal for me. So with my daughter, she was around those same people that I'm listing.
Right.
So it was just always normal for her as well. So as far as a Disney movie having a same-sex partner, that doesn't bother me because it's a Disney movie.
And
now
it's in real life. You can just if you don't have them watch the Disney movie, they can go to the grocery store. Like
right. I mean, as far as like sexual scenes in adult movies, I don't want Amara to watch that in any movie.
Right, exactly.
No matter the sexuality of the people that are doing whatever.
Right, that's why I say I agree with that part.
But as far as like a Disney movie, like I remember when I saw Lion King for the first time and Simba pinned Nala's ass down, and I didn't all the way understand sex like that, but I knew that the eye that she gave him,
it's like it's going down basement.
Yeah, like, and so as a kid, you know what is implied without them doing too much, and I don't think that the Disney movies that I've seen recently, they don't have such obvious innuendos like that. Like,
that's why I was wondering, like, what was she talking
right,
about? She probably was just being extra. So,
extra.
right.
So to me, I don't feel like it's suggestive. I don't know why. I don't understand people's thought process behind that. To me, it's more like it's being put on TV to normalize it in a way, not to like make people gay, because everybody seems to think there's a gay agenda.
Just because you watch something gay means you're gonna get the gay bug and
Yeah,
turn gay. Like, no, it doesn't work like that.
I don't think that. I think it's just like to expose people who may not have family members like I did, and they don't see it on a, daily, weekly, monthly, however often basis, to let them know, like, yes, there are people that are in same-sex relationships and it's normal for them. Like, it's just a regular fucking day. It's Tuesday. Right. You know what I mean? Just like
interracial couples.
And that's what I was going to say. At one point in time, that was fucking illegal. So I'm sure when that shit first came on TV, there were people that were like,
clutching the pearls, honey.
I don't, there's nothing wrong with interracial couples, but I just feel like they're forcing it down our throats. Like, we don't have to see it on TV every day. Mm-hmm. But there are people out here that are in interracial relationships and they just are living their lives. But some people act like it's so taboo.
Like, no, it's going on, just not in your little small city, but the rest of the world is out here.
Homosexuality has been around forever. So I just
for fucking ever.
I'm just trying to understand why all of a sudden people are feeling like it's forced. And I have some thoughts on some people that I saw like it, but I'm gonna wait before I dig in that ass. Pause.
Ooh, digging in that ass.
No pun intended.
So, as I stated earlier, apparently I'm behind the curve with just with what I should be talking about to my daughter when it comes to sexuality and all of that. Period. So, found a list these back in this bitch. So I have a breakdown of the age groups and what type of things should be discussed in that age. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I was kind of shocked because I was like, oh, okay, all right, well, this weekend let me set some time aside and see what's going on. So okay, so the first age group, and this article where I got this information from, I did some research. It was Kids Health. I've seen it on a couple of sites, but this one in particular is about Kids Health. That's the name of the site. So anyway, the first group is preschoolers, which are ages 2 to 4. Between the ages of 2 to 4, they should understand their body is theirs and that no one can touch it without permission. You explain that other people can touch them in some ways, but others may not. And besides parents and doctors, they should not be touching their genitalia. Also teaching privacy issues, like when it's appropriate to be naked, your body parts and your body functions. Also, they should know the very basics of reproduction.
What do they mean by that?
And I was about to say it. So this is where I kind of clutched my pearls and turned into a prude. They said the very basics of reproduction, and in parentheses, or in parentheses, a sperm and an egg joins and a baby grows in the uterus. You don't have to tell them everything at once. So for me, I feel like that's a tad bit much for a 2 to 4 year old to be like a sperm and an egg creates a baby in a uterus, because then the follow-up question is going to be, what is sperm?
Where does it come from? Where's the egg? How does the sperm get there?
So I'm just like, I don't know if I would go that far. I'm just going to rock with, honey, I don't say the stork, but I'm like, God put the baby in my belly, honey, but the doctor gets this motherfucker out. Like, I can give you a little bit of science, but at 2 to 4, like, I don't think that I'm rocking with the sperm and the egg is creating this baby in my uterus. That's just me. So the next age group is school age, which is 5 to 8 years old. And for those who are new listeners, this is the age of my daughter. And this is what they're saying. You should have a basic understanding that some people are heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, and etc., and that gender is not determined by a person's genitalia. They should know that it's normal to explore their bodies, and if they've already started, there's something that should be done in private, and obviously like not in front of your friends while you're at the playground. They should be taught computer and device safety, sharing photos online, strangers, nudity, and what to do if they come across something online that makes them feel uncomfortable. Start teaching them the basics of puberty, since puberty usually starts around 10ish or earlier, and know the importance of hygiene, and introduce information about sexual intercourse and its role in reproduction. So this is when I became a prude again. I'm like, sexual intercourse already? Like, so already, my jit? I don't know. I was, yeah, but I'm gonna keep going before we break it down. The next is preteens, ages 9 to 12 years old, and this is the age range that Shay's daughter's in. Preteens should learn about safe sex, contraception, pregnancy, and STDs. Teach them what makes a positive relationship and a bad relationship. Give increased knowledge of internet safety, including bullying and sexting, and the risks and consequences of sharing news of themselves as well as others. Also talk about how media can influence how certain people look and feel about themselves, and how sexuality is portrayed in the media, so that they will be able to judge what is true, false, positive, or negative. So the next age group, which is the last one on my list, is teenagers.
Stress me out.
Yes, teenagers, ages 13 to 18 years old. Teens should have more detailed discussions about periods, nocturnal emissions, basically wet dreams, and that they're normal and healthy. Discussions about how drugs and alcohol impact judgment and how this plays into practicing safer sex. They should continue to learn about the difference between healthy and unhealthy relationships, and if needed, how to end relationships. Teens tend to be more private, but if communication has been open and honest since early childhood, they are more likely to talk to parents when difficult things come up or when they have questions or concerns about their changing bodies and identities. Yeah.
So you need to get on the good foot, boo.
On the good fucking foot. But yeah, I don't know how I feel. Like, I just see, baby, next to this is my stand before I already cut you off, but this is my stand before we detour. I have always said that I want to be the person that has open communication with my children, both my son and my daughter, especially my daughter, being that I'm the mom. So I want her to feel comfortable to come to me, like, the little statement said, like, if anything was to come up, like, I want her to feel comfortable, unlike how my parents made me feel. I never had, quote unquote, the talk or any types of talk about sexuality, sex, changing bodies, any of that shit with my parents. I think they felt awkward talking about it, so they didn't deal with it. So I got my information from the streets, honey. Not the streets, because I wasn't in the streets. I'm being funny, but I got it from my friends and the little bit that we learned in our little sex ed class. And then luckily my best friend at the time, her mom broke it the fuck down and told us the real. And I don't want that for my kids. I don't want them now going on social media or talking to their friends, who you're going to always have friends that are maybe faster than you and are experiencing things more than you or quicker than you. And I don't want them to take whatever the fuck is being put out there as the truth, because they could be wrong and dumb. Like, so I would rather my children hear it from me and my husband, probably me. But I'm not ready. Like, I thought I had some time. So that's why I was like, I at least got another couple years. And then when I seen this list, I was like, wait, what? Like I literally, when I had my son, told her that, well, she was still in the younger bracket when I had my son. But I was like, yeah, God put the baby in my belly. Like, I definitely wasn't like, yeah, so your daddy's sperm hit my egg in my uterus, and then like, your brother's in my stomach. Like, I literally was like, God put the baby in my belly, and yeah, you got to go to the doctor to get it out. Like, I just feel like talking about sexual intercourse is like this early. I'm like, oh Jesus, already.
Yeah. I feel like out of all those lists, the only one I don't agree with is the toddler one. I'm not like
2 and 4 years old, my J. That's like my son age, and like
But
What?
everything else I actually agree with. And as far as my personal timeline,
Mm-hmm.
I was basically on track. I
Oh, you lit
remember
there.
I remember Mara actually asked me what sex was on Christmas Eve when she was 5. We were
Mm.
driving to my dad's house and we almost got in a car accident because that shit came out of fucking blue.
I know you're like,
Like,
what the fuck?
but she was just like, "What is sex?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "What is sex?" And so I was like, "Oh, it's something that two people do to express their love for one another."
Mm.
And then she asked me if me and her dad had sex. And then I just said yes. And then I left it alone.
Mm.
And I didn't ask where, I did ask where she heard it from. And she told me somebody at school.
At
And I was like,
5.
yeah. And I was like, well, what did they tell you sex was? And she was like, it's when they kiss and they go like this. And she was showing me like when they move their head back and forth. And I was like, yeah, that's sex. And I
Like,
left it alone.
I'm rocking with it.
And I was like, yeah, that's sex. And I was like, yeah, when me and your dad were together, that's what we did.
All right.
But as far as like, I know you were talking about like internet safety and stuff like that. Mara didn't get anything electronic until she was like 7 or 8. So I didn't have to worry about like iPads and tablets because I didn't give her one until she was 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't as popping for her as it is now. So the internet safety thing, I would say we started talking about after she Googled what happened. She watched Twilight, the second to last one. Edward and Bella have sex in the movie. So she went on YouTube to look up that scene. And so then she looked up heavy kissing, which led to her just putting in the word sex in Google.
Oh, Jesus. And
And
all the things that would have came up from that.
so she literally was on a porn site on her iPad.
My God.
And so at that point, I had to have and she was 8 at the time. Mm-hmm. So we had to have a full-blown conversation because
she had seen shit.
Yeah, like porn is porn. Like everybody knows what porn is. That
ain't cute, ain't love.
That shit ain't no Twilight sex scene.
She probably like, what the fuck is going on?
So from that point on, we've had the most honest conversations ever in life. It fucking blows my life because she never asks her dad any of these questions. It is literally always me. But now
she feels more comfortable because you're the mom.
That's what she said. She said she feels more comfortable because when she asks her dad something, she can tell he's uncomfortable, and then he doesn't really answer the question. He'll like ask
it's like
her,
diverting and shit. Like, why you want to know?
Yeah, he'll do that, and she's like, "I'm going to find out." So like,
why don't
he
you
needs
just
to just tell me,
right?
So we're at the point now where, first of all, my daughter will legit come in my room. She's gonna be so mad.
Please don't embarrass her on this podcast.
Well, what I would say is that I'm basically a GYN for my daughter because she has a question. Mm-hmm. She wants me to show her.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter's very comfortable with me too. She'll be like, I don't think I wipe properly. It looks like it's tissue. And she'll just like cock the legs open. Like, can you look for me? I'm like, yes, bitch. Like,
but yes. But you got to understand, my daughter started her period when she was 9. Yeah. So we're having conversations about like tampons and, so can you show me where the tampon is supposed to go?
Right.
And like, Jesus. But at the same time,
you got definitely her OBGYN. I guess that's what moms are supposed to do. Though.
That's what I was
going to teach them.
At the same time, I remember like my mom didn't want me to wear tampons.
Mine neither.
So I had to sneak them in. I remember I was on the phone with this dude named Javon. He used to be my friend, but fucking for life. And he was like the original Will for me. But anyhow, I was on the phone with him trying to put in a tampon because I was like, I don't know where this is supposed to go. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And at this point, I was like 12, 13. Right. So I'm like, I didn't know any of that. So
I
I
had to
like,
figure that shit out by reading instructions. I was
yes,
like, so tilt backwards. And I was like, yo,
right.
because my mom was like, all I'm buying is pads, so be blessed.
Yep.
I'm like, but I'm a whole ass cheerleader. What the fuck am I supposed to do? This big ass fucking shoulder
Diaper.
pad joint, right? Get the fuck out of here. I need something.
Yeah. So like with my daughter, we just have, you know what, another thing too, as far as this whole like Disney or sexuality exposure for your child,
Mm-hmm.
are y'all watching TV with y'all kids?
Because they gonna see it. Like,
No.
even on regular shows, though. Like,
There was this show called The Fosters that comes on Freeform or ABC Family, whatever you want to call it.
mm-hmm.
I assumed because it was on ABC Family that it was age appropriate. And then Mara asked me what an abortion was. And I was like,
Oh,
hold on, wait.
what are we talking about?
She was like, yeah, because such and such on The Fosters had an abortion. I was like, oh, so
Dog.
I got to watch all this stuff with you. I
Like,
thought
even
some of this
some of the
shit.
little cute stuff on Disney,
Yeah.
you just like, oh, wait, what are we talking about? Like,
Yeah.
what's happening? So it's like, even though you feel like, okay, well, I'm not discussing it. Like we said, they're going to learn about it, whether it's TV, whether it's on the internet. Luckily, thank God, knock on wood, my daughter does not know what the fuck Google is right now.
Not yet, but it's coming.
Look, and she knows how to spell very well, and she knows the little search by voice. So once she learns the word, she's going to figure out how to fucking search it. But one good thing that I have on my side is that she's not a good sneaker, so she doesn't know how to clear out browse histories. So I'd be checking. I'd be like, what the fuck are you on? Okay,
Yeah.
you didn't close out this window. What were you on this for? So that's one good thing. But yeah, like when I was looking at that list, I'm just like, yo, I definitely, some of these things I do wholeheartedly agree on that needs to have conversations. A couple of it I have started with, like, about the who's supposed to touch you and that sort of thing, and like nobody's supposed to do X, Y, and Z, and make sure like if anybody makes you feel uncomfortable, you come and tell mommy immediately, like that sort of thing. You're not in trouble, but mommy needs to know these kind of things, like just so that she doesn't feel like she's in trouble, and she just feels comfortable talking to me or something.
When did you have that discussion with her though? Because I started telling Mara
A couple
that
years
early.
ago, like I would say she was like 4.
See, I was saying it when she was like 2 or 3 because I got molested when I was 5.
I was gonna say, yeah, these pervs start early.
Right. So I wanted her to know, like, off top, like, the only people that should be in that area are these people.
Right.
And this is what they should be doing. If it's not these people and this is not what they're doing, you need to let me know and I'll handle it from there. So, like, but that's because of my past. Like, I just wasn't having that.
I understand. Because I was also saying I need to check myself, that because a lot of times I'll be like, I've said it not necessarily meaning to say it in front of her, because I'm just like, if anything happens, like I'm just going to jail. I need to stop saying that as well, because I know a lot of time these pervs will be like, don't tell your mom, but then they'll be playing in the back of her mind like, well, damn, if I tell my mom, like she said she gonna go to jail, so like I'm gonna just keep it to myself.
A secret.
Yeah. So like that's something that I really need to be conscious of, what I say out my mouth, because I don't want that to deter her also from opening up and that sort of thing.
I just have I think because for me, like my mom wasn't around to really have those conversations with me. And then my dad was a dude, so his conversations were from a dude's perspective. And you know how men are about their daughters. They're just like, don't do anything. And it always pissed me off because he would be telling me not to do nothing, but then my brother could do every fucking thing.
I hate the double standard.
And that shit used to piss me off. And so then most of the information I got was from my friends. And now that I'm older, I'm like, them bitches was dumb as fuck. And so I was out here looking dumb as fuck, following behind them.
Right.
So I'd rather
be the source of knowledge. Right.
And I do want her to, I do realize as she's getting older that there are things she doesn't talk to me about all the time, or I have to force it out of her. But I feel comfortable in that, like, if she really doesn't know, she will ask me.
She'll feel comfortable.
Dog, she asked me the most uncomfortable questions ever in life. Like,
you gotta play it cool, honey.
At this point, it just don't even stress me out anymore. I just
I
look
was
at
gonna say
her.
you done got over all the difficult questions. Now
I
you
really
good.
have. I
You
really
are. It's
fucking
hard.
have.
I'm about to call your ass now for this talk. So look, Thanksgiving, we about to sit down and run a turkey. No, I'm just like,
Like for real. But the thing is, you would be surprised what she already knows.
yeah,
Like she probably already knows some shit. She just doesn't know how to say it or know if she
yeah.
can say it.
Because it's stuff that I've had conversations. Like she said, she likes a boy. I was like, oh, okay. What was his name? Oh, okay. I was like, well, so what is like me? Like what? Like I just be trying. Please dumb it down for me because like I said, what in my head like means to me might be different to her. So like, yeah, it stressed me out. And I'm like, have y'all kissed? She's like, no, we don't do that. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Because look, even like stresses me out. But I know, like, at this age, and she's in activities where she's around girls who's older than her. So, like, she's going to be
Lord
exposed to
Jesus.
shit that, like, even if in her age group they ain't talking about it, it might be the older girls that's talking about it. Or, like I said, on even though she's only on kids' YouTube, shit slips through, as we know. Pause.
Right.
But so I just try to be, I'm vigilant with seeing what she's on, but I definitely need to have those conversations and figure out like how in depth and how to explain stuff because she's a smart girl and I'm just scared that once I open Pandora's box, the questions are going to get to rolling and I don't want to be like, or have to tell her a lie because I don't want.
But you don't have to tell her a lie.
Yeah, I don't want to lie though because she's going to know the truth.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you can't lie. If she asks you, you just have to tell her.
Yeah.
And at first it'll catch you off guard, but eventually you'll be able to tell her in a way that's not doing too much.
It just sucks
until
so bad.
She gets to the point where you have no choice but to tell her exactly what it is.
So it's 7. Like innocence is already gone. Like this chick still believes in daggone elf on the shelf and Santa. Like, and I'm about to talk to her about reproduction, like and sexual intercourse. Like this is crazy. So she's gonna know how to make babies, but not that Santa ain't for real. Like it's crazy.
I mean, so I want to get back to the actual post.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really quickly. Well, not really quickly. I'm in a very odd place because one of the people that likes that post has openly stated how she feels about homosexuality. And my daughter has told me that she likes girls. I actually kind of figured that out even before she did. Like, I kind of figured she would like girls. But now she's, like, very open with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it kind of makes, it just, I feel like, can I be this one? How can I be this woman's friend knowing how she feels about homosexuality and my daughter identifies that way?
Right.
So I'm kind of in this odd place with her because she's a nice person and we have a good friendship. Right. But like, my daughter is my daughter. Right. You know what I mean?
Like you're going to come first every time.
And so I had said something to my daughter, not even thinking about it. I honestly was just talking because we just talk openly. Right. And my friend had talked about our daughters meeting and hanging out with each other. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea because she doesn't really care for, homosexuality. And, I don't want you to say like, be talking about Paris or some girl that you like and then they tell her mom and then her mom feels some kind of way like you're trying to turn them gay even though you're fucking 12 and that's not even something that you're doing. And so her face when I said that was very like disappointed or sad or something. Like her face, she didn't say anything, but I could just tell her body language like it made her feel some kind of way. And so it's like I'm at a place where it's just like I don't think I can even fuck with this chick because like my daughter is still my daughter. She just doesn't really like dudes. And I
Right.
mean, dudes are kind
Right, and that's okay.
of,
Like, it's okay.
so I'm just in this weird place, and it makes me feel some kind of way, mainly because there was nothing. I mean, my family's my family. I can't help who my family loves.
Right.
Outside of that, there was no TV or movies that we watched that was like promoting the gay. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, we watched regular fucking kid shows like everybody's been doing for forever. We
Right.
watched Disney fucking Channel. I don't feel like the shit she used to like when she was little was called Backyardigans. I didn't see any gay shit on
Hey.
Backyardigans, but who fucking knows? Because y'all be finding shit that I don't be
My
paying
daughter
attention
used to
to.
like that.
So my thing is like you're putting, because she then reposted that post on her
Oh.
fucking personal page.
Oh, okay. So not only was it a like, it was a repost. So you
Like,
was really feeling it.
I mean, she's been saying little shit. Like, she'll talk about, I was watching this show and then all of a sudden it was a gay scene and there was no reason for that. And blah, 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 blah. But my thing is, like, I was watching an action movie and in the middle they started fucking. And I was like, well, what does this have to do with the action? I'm trying to see niggas die. And
Right.
they taking a pit stop to get their dick sucked. I don't understand what's happening here.
Right.
And so my thing is simply, there's a lot of sexual scenes, period, that
Right.
don't make sense in fucking movies.
Right.
Or
Regardless
shows.
of the sexuality of the scene. Like,
and so I feel like y'all are saying, I don't care if it's Adam and Eve or Adam and Steve, but really, it's not that.
you
like,
care.
you know what it is. Like,
Right.
at the end of the day, it doesn't have shit to do with just, well, I just don't want my kids to see any of it. It's like, no.
They've been seeing it.
They've been seeing it. You have a problem with homosexuality. You have a problem with people just being loud and proud with it. And I feel like my daughter is loud and proud, because my daughter has told almost everybody in our family. I haven't said anything to anybody because I didn't even know, and it sounds horrible, but I didn't know if this was a phase. Because I know mad girls when I was going to school that was just a fucking phase.
Experimenting. And then it's really, I mean, not to sound shady, but it's really not your place to tell anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's a personal thing. And, you know, if she feels kind of like, oh yeah, mom, like, you could tell whoever, or like, you know, I guess it's a good thing that she's the one who's like, you know, telling people.
But my daughter dead ass would just tell people like, oh yeah, she's real cute. Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. Like, that's just her.
Right.
So it's like, I'm in a weird place because I don't feel like I can rock with somebody that thinks that it's not okay.
Those feelings, right?
Yeah, for people to just be them. Like, my daughter is just her.
Right. And like they were saying, like, your sexuality is not determined by your genitalia. Like, you, and then you figure out from a young age, you start becoming into who you are. You might not become comfortable and full on proud in what you are until later on, but you start realizing who you are and what you are, like, at a very young age. So to try to shelter your kids from quote unquote the gay, like, it's not something that you watch. It's not a code. You're not gonna look at something or touch something and catch it. Like, it doesn't work like that. So to feel like, okay, because now they're showing a lot of you know, like, what's going on in the world, like same-sex couples, marriages, anything like that. Now it's this whole agenda. I see so many people, like people that I've gone to college with, I've gone to high school with, and they are just pissed off, and not even just concerning this post, but just period. Like, yo, I'm just tired of it. Like, they're trying to promote, like, you know, push on us that, like, this gay shit and blah blah, and like, I'm just like, y'all sound so fucking ignorant. Like,
I feel that way about, like, that's probably how white people felt like when black people started being on TV. I honestly do.
They're
like,
pushing these niggers on us, and
yeah,
like
I don't have a problem with them, but like,
why do you have to keep putting it in our face and like we don't care about that? Like, no, it's definitely probably similar how the fuck that shit was going down. Like, it's sad.
I don't know. I just don't want. I'm just tired of people disguising it as one thing when it's really another. The thing that kind of makes me feel like when my friend reposted that, I have seen her with her children. She really does not let her children watch anything that's like that as far as adult programming.
Right.
But I mean, that makes sense. But as far as like kid movies or shows, I don't know what her kids watch. But if they watched a Disney movie,
it's kissing in there.
Then they saw two people kiss, because in almost every or two animals kiss, right. or a girl kiss a beast in bestiality. Nobody's outraged about that one, but whatever.
I did see something online where they was saying that the Disney princes are sexual offenders.
I mean,
they said that they definitely like Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. They said they up here kissing strangers while they unconscious without their consent. I was like,
just say no. But the crazy thing is, most of the classic Disney movies come from
something dark, like a darker story.
Yeah,
they try to cuten it up.
And the Sleeping Beauty story, originally the dude raped her. Like she got pregnant while she was in slumber.
I think we had a conversation about it. I think you told me that. And I was like, what? I had no clue.
So to have an issue with homosexuality, it's like, bitch, you need to cancel all Disney movies, because all them shits are rooted in trash. If you want to
break it down, right?
Unless it's like an original idea, which most fucking movies these days are not.
Right.
Like,
it's coming from some old ass story or pieces of stories.
I don't know, but I'm not fucking with y'all. And I was actually gonna cut y'all out more, but I'm just not in the mood because y'all sound dumb.
Yeah.
Y'all look dumb, and
y'all on social media showing y'all true colors.
Really?
Like, no pun intended, but y'all showing all y'all colors.
So, I am going to put them out there.
Go ahead,
I am. So, my dad and his wife,
oh,
they post homophobic shit online a lot, which is like the strangest thing, because I'm like, my dad's brother was gay. Like, he knows that. Maybe he thinks Mars going through a phase. I don't know.
So he knows too?
I'm pretty sure, because my brother knows and he can't hold water. So I'm sure that he knows. It seems, though, that their posts are more targeted towards gay men. And that's another discussion, because I really feel like the issue is not with women.
It's like they're more accepting of women. Mm-hmm. They just don't like gay men.
Right. So, like, when Dwayne Wade posted the picture of Gabby, their daughter, and I don't know the boy's name, but the one son, he captioned it with "my girls."
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that picture?
Yeah.
So my father's wife reposted that picture, and her caption on the post was "no," and I already knew what that meant, because a lot of their sentiments about it is, be gay, but don't display.
Be gay, but keep that shit to yourself. Is that like
basically
what kind of shit is that?
Like when I was posting pictures of like Billy Porter at all those award shows when he was shutting shit the fuck down.
Yes,
she wasn't feeling that shit. Like they don't like that. They want you to be like,
they don't want that shit in their face.
Right.
They don't want to see none of that.
So I don't know. It's just like,
this is the world. Like, I don't understand like how people want to compartmentalize stuff. Like, don't show me that, even though this is the world. This is people. These are real people. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. It's just ignorance. And sometimes people still live by the ignorance is bliss motto, and they want to live in their ignorant, quote unquote, blissful bubble. Like, yo, y'all sounding stupid. Y'all sounding stupid online.
But the gay men that we had in our family were very, like, flamboyant gay men. Like,
so it's like
they you knew, okay? So that's why I'm just like, it just reminds me of like racist white people that think they're not racist because they think they're friends with somebody that's black. Like,
I'm friends with Jamal. I can't be a racist.
And they're probably not really friends. They probably just know Jamal, but
Jamal just is on their work team and shit.
Right. But it's like, you can definitely be homophobic. You can be gay and be homophobic. Apparently, when I listen to the read, they talk about it all the time.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah. Oh, girl. the examples
I
they
mean, well, you
use,
got black people that hate black people, so I guess it's definitely
for
fucking true.
sure.
So,
But it just baffles me when I'm looking at their posts and I'm like, Mara's gonna eventually get on social media. So like, are y'all
all the
gonna
fuck
still
shit
be
that she gotta
posting
do.
this shit from y'all? It's one thing from the internet, but like, are y'all gonna be posting shit like that? Because she's already let me know that like she doesn't like that homophobic shit.
All right.
Like we were talking about that today. She was like, I don't like such and such because he told me he doesn't like gay people. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, fuck him then.
Right.
Fuck his
In real
12-year-old
life.
ass.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like at some point I'm gonna have a conversation with them on like, I can't change your mind, but like, just be mindful of what, because I'm gonna have to change how I conduct myself on social media because I be wilding. Once she gets on
Once she
there,
get on
like,
social media, Lord Jesus, because y'all gonna have to follow each other because you're
right.
gonna be like, I'm gonna be all up and through this
Oh, for
page.
sure.
So, and then I'm gonna still have your login because I need to know what's going on in the DMs.
For
But
sure.
yeah, because well, no, I feel like you've calmed down. Maybe not Twitter, but like you've calmed down a lot.
I've calmed down a lot, but I'm saying I'm gonna have to keep it really, really calm because
Keep it
every
real
now
cute.
and then I'll have a moment. I'll kind of. But I'm just saying, as far as their posts, like they're gonna have to understand that, like, y'all don't think that this
It's
is
going to affect how she looks at y'all and
but
feels
it
about y'all.
does.
Yeah.
Because I know it's going to, just based off of when I told her about a friend that she's only met. Like, has she even met her? I don't even think she's met my friend. But anywho, y'all trying to disguise y'all concern for children. I'm sorry. Y'all trying to disguise your homophobia for concern for children, and really it's not that. Y'all niggas is just, and y'all nobody care about lesbians. Everybody thinks lesbians are so cute and sexy. I just don't understand.
I don't get it. How it's okay for one sex but not the other sex. Like such double standards as everything else in this damn world and on social media. Like you stand for something, but yeah, I'm over you guys.
Facts.
Definitely over you guys.
I got another. Were you done? Because I got a nice little segue to that though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, y'all. So we done with the topic tea time.
Yeah.
So the singer Tank.
Oh, bitch! I had that on here. I had that on the docket.
So Tank was on Angela Yee's Lipstick Alley. Is it lip? No, lip
service.
Lip service. There we go. Lipstick Alley is the form. Lip service. There we go. And they were talking. I didn't watch the whole show. I do watch Lip Service.
I've
watched
never
it
seen one episode in my life.
Girls, just a bunch of bitches talking about sex. I love it. And they have guests and they talk about more sex. It's my shit. I want to go on there. I love it. But anyway, I don't know. I got to watch the full episode.
To see the context,
to
honey.
see the context.
But
listeners. What Tank has said in the clip that I saw was that if a man performs oral sex on another man one time and then he goes back again to see, or I guess confirm or deny if he likes the experience or not, that does not make him gay. And to that I say, by definition, gay, it does not.
Bye. You might.
But
you're knocking on Bai's door.
And so, but then I was thinking about women. So this goes back to what we were just talking about. Women experiment. I have experimented, but I don't identify as bi. So
I haven't experimented. I'm bored.
Well, I have. But I don't identify as bi. So, and I know a lot of people, like there are gay men that I know who have had sex with a woman before, but they don't identify as bi. They consider themselves gay.
But I feel like with that whole, and this is my ignorance about to shine through, with that LGBTQ plus, because I'm not sure what the other letters are, what you identify with is your personal preference and your feeling about who you are and what you identify with. It's not necessarily a book or a definition like, well, if you suck 2 dicks, then you're bi. But if you suck 70 dicks, then you're gay. But then if you do this, then you're a queer. Like, it's not like a definition. So, like, I mean,
So then
maybe
what
that's
he said
true.
is true.
Yeah, but it sounds hella crazy. But yeah, I mean... But honestly, like you said, like, that's the truth, because what you identify with is your personal preference. So, like, you might have sucked 5 dicks as a man in college, and then, like, when you get out of college, you like, nah, fuck that shit. Like, I love women and I'm straight. And you just
But
like, oh,
remember on Insecure when Molly, is her name Molly?
yeah, the best
Issa's,
friend.
yeah, when
Yeah.
she was talking to the dude, and the dude was like, "Oh yeah, I had an experience like that too."
Oh yeah, she was like,
and she stopped fucking with him after
yeah.
that. But here's the thing. I personally believe that more dudes than we know.
But they just not gonna say nothing about the shit.
Okay. So, but that's why, because look at us. We sitting here, when I first heard that clip, I was like, but that sounds, if not gay, definitely bi. But then when I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, I had a threesome.
It could have just been
a
experimental stage, right?
So
I mean, well, if Tank out here, no, he didn't say it was him, y'all. Listeners, I'm not about to say that he was talking about him, because he didn't say me. But you know how people like, I'm saying it for a friend. I was just like, okay, all right, Tank. Try out 2 dicks.
Men we should, based on my thinking, do men get the grace to experiment without being labeled as something?
They don't.
Okay.
I mean, they should, but
standards.
they don't. No, I'm not saying like that's how I feel. Like, no, they shouldn't be getting no grace, but like they don't get the grace. So it's like a man could do something one time and like, oh no, you gay, that's it, the end. But like women could just like, oh, it was a drunken sorority night and we got it going, and it's like, oh girl, you was wild in college. But like for a guy, you don't get the same brushing off. Like, not saying that that's correct. I'm just saying how I've seen.
So how do we change that? Because I happened to turn on that goddamn program, Love and Hip Hop. And I don't know why I did that, because I was not drunk. But Zell was talking about fucking some girl.
Yeah.
And I thought Zell was 1000% gay. But he said he was bisexual.
Yeah.
But he was saying, he was like,
he eventually want to settle down. He said he eventually want to settle down and get a wife and a kid.
But he was saying that a lot of women don't fuck with him because they know that he fucks with dudes.
Right.
And when I listen to the read, they say that a lot too. Like, most bisexual men will not admit that they're bisexual to women because women get turned off by that. But then on the flip hand, you know, when a woman tells the dude she's bisexual, he be in that
like,
bitch.
Ooh, yes, can you bring your friends?
Yeah.
But yet you don't like gay shit, but you trying to have... All right. The double standard. I don't know. I just feel like we should just be open and understand that your way and how you perceive and look at life is not how everybody else looks at it. Be open to it. And I mean, you never know where you find love. And don't judge somebody past because of what was in their mouth a couple years ago. They might be your Prince Charming.
So I'm going to make this a little lip service-ish.
Okay. Uh-oh.
So what if your dude likes to use... What if he likes anal play? That could be your fingers. That could be your tongue. That could be an anal plug.
Well, no, I actually heard that it's a spot.
Their G-spot is in their anus.
Yeah, and they'll get them off, and like some freaky dudes will be with the shits. Like,
I actually know a dude that personally loves his ass licked. I'm a friend.
Said Kanye like that shit.
Yeah, she called him little finger in the booty hole boy or something like that. She called him. But the way she said it was to like shame him for liking that. But it's not gay if you like it from a woman.
Right. How's that gay? How's it gay? So anything dealing with your butt, like, oh, you're gay. Like, I mean, gays aren't just doing anal penetration. So like, is head also gay? Like, I don't. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a double standard for women, but there's also a double standard for dudes. Because I'm just going to go ahead and admit it. One of my friends, her ex liked fingers while they were, and I was just like, who's doing that?
Right. I don't want boo-boo in my nails.
That just don't sound like something for me. And she was trying to break it down, and she was telling me about the spot, and I was like, well, he would just never have his spot hit fucking with me, because I can't see me doing that.
Yeah.
But it's not
gay.
Not
it's
gay.
Just a personal preference on, like, I'm just not trying to do that in the bedroom. But if that's what gets you off, then that's what's up. Like, but that doesn't make you gay. Just because
I'm not putting my face in my husband's ass, because I hear him shit and I love him so much. But I'm just not doing it. I'm just not.
I smell my husband's farts and I shall never.
I am not ever going to do it. So
I don't care if you fresh out the shower.
I'm just
not
be
like,
doing it.
Be blessed.
I can't. I can't.
Little boo-boo butt joint.
I just can't. But I can't imagine putting my face in nobody's ass. So I just think for me, but I also don't like anal play on me either. So it's just a hard no for me.
Yeah, it just depends on who you with. It's not that bad.
Yes, lip service. Yes, she made her drink strong tonight, guys.
Yes, my beverage is a little strong. The middle of the week.
But I'm just saying, these are all the things that play into that whole, like, for men, it's like we want men to not be so like, I'm a man, I'm a macho man, I'm an alpha man.
But when they start opening up or like, revealing stuff, you're like, oh, no, man,
right.
So
exactly.
It's like, what do you want? Like, and that's a lot of times why they're wearing masks and not being who they truly are, or saying what they really feel, or what they really want, because they're like, I gotta portray this front on what it's supposed to, or I don't want to scare off this girl that I like, because if I really tell her what I really like or what I really been through in my past, I'm a loser. So yeah, I get it. It's fucked up though. I
don't have the answer, Sway.
I don't claim to. I just know it's fucked up, and feel sorry for you guys.
And my husband has never mentioned anything about him liking that.
Nah, my husband like, what the fuck is you doing to us?
So I don't think I'm gonna have to find out how that works.
Watch one day. Y'all go get fucking like, look. I was thinking about this while I was gone. I want to try something different.
And I'm gonna be like, what was you on the ship doing?
He gonna turn on us just changing places, trading places.
Oh, okay, true.
You're gonna be like,
But no. So I'm putting all my friends out there. Another one of my friends, she wants to peg someone.
Oh, I want to do that.
Because she was like, she wants to feel like the dominant one.
Pegging is definitely different than a little finger to the G-spot. Like, that's like taking it up from like a 3 to like a 10. Like, no.
But people can't openly talk about. But even with when I watch Lip Service and they talk about like like putting your fingers in your dude's anus.
Dude is gonna come out and say like, I like that, or like, ooh, I like it when you did that, baby, let's do it again. You just gonna have to experiment and figure out what dude like it.
They were saying you can't even ask him or tell him you're gonna do it. You just have to be in the process and just do it.
You just gotta be in the mode, and listeners, I have never done this, so the way I'm talking about, I don't want y'all to think like, oh shit, I don't, and I have never. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm
Dyson's in there,
taking advantage of dudes and shit. Turn around, nigga. Like, no, that's not me. I'm not doing that. But like, yeah, because I feel like if you put them on the spot, they're gonna be like, no, I don't like that shit. Like, chill out. But like, if you in the moment and y'all doing some shit, I bet you a couple dudes would let you, especially if the girl know what they doing and it feel good. They be like, oh, like, what was that, baby? What you say?
Yeah. I mean, I wish that more people talked about it so that maybe I could learn something.
But it seems say so I can do it. I'm gonna say, woo.
Well, because maybe if I heard more about it, then I would want to do it. Right. But because I'm just like,
so taboo to talk about,
and because my husband is always like, no, we not rocking.
We straight.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he could be missing out because we have had a conversation about it. Because I was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, if I did do it, how would you feel? He was like, you're not doing that though. Like your fingers are not going. And I was like, but I heard
He's gonna
that.
throw your ass right off the bed.
I was like, but I heard that's where your spot is at. And he was like, my spot is on my dick. And I was like, but no. I was like, I heard that it's not. And he was like, but it's on my dick. And I was
I'm
like,
telling you where mine is.
I was like, but babe, like anatomy, it matters.
He said it's on my dick.
Yeah. He said what he said. So I left it alone.
Yeah.
But I don't have enough information, and I'm not about to go Google that because
Look, let me
yikes.
tell you, listeners, as soon as my man's touched down, she gonna be trying all type of shit. She like, so I got lots of toys and books, pegging.
He better not ever let me peg him.
You're gonna be like, Dice, I'm not feeling this nigga no more. He's like, it was fun, but I can't believe he let me do that shit. He was enjoying that shit.
I actually,
that is funny.
this is definitely a lip service-ish portion of the show.
It
I
sure
don't
is.
like to be dominant in that mode. So I wouldn't. That wouldn't excite me at all. Because I want to be super submissive.
I'm dominant in real life. So
exactly.
Like, I need a break.
Exactly. I feel like I'm dominant like every day. So when that's popping, I would like for someone to manhandle me.
Just throw me around.
Yep, basically. So no, that's not something that I want to do. Right. I just feel like, what if
it is the most amazing experience either one of y'all ever had, and y'all are missing out.
And we're missing out. Because my thing is like...
That's why you need to do it. Just let me know how it go.
This is the same... We're going to be getting the same sex for the rest of our lives.
For the rest of our whole natural fucking lives.
So, at some point, we're going to have to spice it up.
Look.
And it may be that. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'm just talking like this because a bitch needs.
I want to say because it's been a while. Free JT.
God damn it. Okay, that's legit all I have for tea time.
That's all I had for tea time.
Oh shit!
So I'm moving on to TV.
Yeah, we've exposed enough of ourselves today.
Right? They about this. Oh, these freaking bitches! They've been holding this shit in for 58 episodes.
And I'm putting all this shit in the description box so they know what's up.
They're like, listen in,
anal fingering, come and listen to Chatty Patties.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yes, let me get the popcorn and tune it up. Oh, y'all ain't talking about shit. One little segment.
No bullshit. That shit was like 2 minutes long. Gotcha,
bitch. So, did you watch the second episode of The Read?
No, it's on YouTube. I keep forgetting to record it on my TV. Then I gotta wait for it to come on YouTube. And I've been watching Disney movies.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna skip it.
Oh no, tell me what happened.
No, it's cool. Not much. Not much.
You wouldn't have brought it up if it wasn't something.
No, I was just gonna ask, like, do you feel any better since episode 2?
Do you feel any better?
No.
Oh well, shit. Okay.
It's too short. Like, I really think that they need to make them like longer episodes because, like, literally, they do one little segment, then they interview somebody, and then it's over, and then it's like goodbye. And
how
like
long is Desus and Meros?
How long? I don't know if they're 30 minutes or they're an hour.
But they have more times a week too. So even if it is 30 minutes, you get. I want to say
every damn day. It feel like every damn day. I don't know if it's daily, but I know they do have multiple shows in a week. But and it's probably just because they're starting, so they probably wanted to see how it goes and like what the following was and if people were going to watch it and stuff like that. So they're probably just starting out with like a shorter show. But because I'm so used to the podcast and it'd be like 2.5 damn hours, and then like now it's like 20 minutes on YouTube, I'm just like,
I also think it's kind of difficult. Like with Joe Budden, for example, I liked when he was on Everyday Struggle. That's what actually made me start listening to his podcast, and I love his podcast. But I cannot get into State of the Culture.
I can't get into State of Culture either, and I just don't understand why Revolt won't invest in some better cameras. Why do they look like they filming this shit on an iPhone 7? Like, I need you to fucking stop. Like, y'all, you borrow some of the cameras from the Breakfast Club Revolt and bring them shits over to State of Culture. Like, because I don't understand why your shit is so grainy. But yeah, like,
but I think it's hard. I think it's hard to because they're literally just making a shorter version of the read on TV. And I
Right.
think that you have to be really good. I'm not saying they're not really good, but I just could see how it could be difficult to try to recreate the same magic that you can
Right.
get in however long your podcast is
In
in
a
30
shorter,
minutes.
right. I
You
mean,
know,
hence the reason why we have long episodes, because like 20 minutes, you're like, all right, bitch, I ain't even got warmed up yet.
right.
Like,
We still be
just
talking
getting
about our
started.
weekends.
Right. We just getting started in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll check it out and see. But
I'm still gonna watch them because I like love them. Like,
yeah.
so, but yeah, I just hope after this first season they'll either add more episodes a week or they'll have longer episodes so
Maybe
they can do more.
They might have to, and it'll suck because I really like the podcast, but maybe they need to shorten their time. I feel like they kind of did this week too.
Shorten the length of their actual podcast so they can have more to talk about on the actual show.
Because I know I don't always want to talk about, like, if I had to do this podcast and then go
a
to
TV show too, I'm
and
like,
to
well,
talk
bitch,
about the
we
same
already
shit.
talked about this shit on
my
the show.
funny jokes is over.
Right, I'm like, hee hee ha ha, bitch. Like, we talked about it like for 3 hours yesterday. Yeah. Married to Medicine. Did you watch that? Or you?
I did.
Did you watch any shows?
I did watch Married to Medicine.
I'm still over Quad.
I'm so like, I really am, and I feel like everybody else is too.
Like, I am just annoyed. I didn't like the fact that Jackie wouldn't look at Mariah's little receipts like she did. Like, she was kind of dismissive.
I did not like that.
Like, she just kind of was like, no, like, that's not my place. I'm not going to... Like, no, because you're the one who brought this shit up on y'all show. So the least you could do is humor her and be like, oh, yeah, I do see it. Like, you know, it's like you didn't want to see it because you didn't want to have to say, my bad, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Like, we fucked up. Like, I didn't like that at all.
Jackie doesn't like her, which, I mean, to me, it's obvious. But it's
right,
like...
but she tried to be the bigger one, quote unquote bigger one. So like, I'm gonna pretend like I want to mend fences and like, but I think deep down she just don't care for her, and like, yeah.
But I just feel like if you're gonna put on this whole peacemaker hat, then you have to be objective, and that means seeing proof,
both sides. You can't just
sides.
Be like, oh, okay, well, Qual, yeah, I get it. Like no, if she's saying that she took a hair test, there's no way to fudge that shit. She took a
Toya's
hair and nail joint. Yeah.
And he was like, this is the most reputable company to do a test like this. And he even said it. He was like, with these tests, it goes back however many years. And
yeah.
Like,
so it's no way she could have did it when Quad said she, quote unquote, saw her. I think, like she said, Mariah did shit to cut deep and get at her. So I felt like that was her way to come back and be like, bitch, well, I got you. And to say I saw it. But I'm sure she ain't see shit. Like, because her little comeback was like, I mean, she's done stuff to me too. So like, boo-hoo, yeah, like she's hurt, but she's done stuff to me as well. So I feel like this is just something to hurt Mariah, even though she has the fucking receipts that... But they're gonna talk about in the reunion because I know she's gonna have the receipts right for Andy, and he's gonna be like, so Qual, what do you got to say? Because like, this shit is right here saying like she cut out her hair all the way to her roots, so it ain't the ends. Like, it's her all that to prove that. And she said she did a nail test and she did urine and a blood test. So like, dog, it's no way of getting around doing it if you taking all them tests to prove that you didn't do no drugs. Like,
and I don't like that Heavenly is just riding
blindly riding.
Didn't even see it herself.
She got the fuck up and was like, I'm not talking about this. Like, you just want to be by her side so bad, and it's like she don't even want information to possibly even go and contradict what the fuck Quad is saying.
It's just the oddest thing. I don't know. I'm over them.
Yeah.
Like, they need to do something different because first of all, the whole Quad Mariah storyline, I'm over. Like,
just get over it. Like, let's just coexist and like keep it pushing. Like, let's get it moving. So, let's see. Did you end up watching more Rhythm and Flow?
I did. I only got to I watched the New York and Atlanta episode. I haven't watched the Chicago or whatever is after that episode though.
Okay, got it. Like, yeah, I'm caught all the way up except what's supposed to come out this week, so we can wait to discuss that.
I hope that they got rid of some of them people. I feel like they were being real nice because a lot of them people should have made it to LA.
After, you'll see, after these, so it's not like all the other ones where like every episode, like one person gets voted off, they get these niggas up out of here real quick. Like it's like they don't have time. They're like, look, either you got it or you don't. So you'll see, like after this,
so they send like a bunch of people home.
nigga.
Good, because there was some people I was just like, no, she's not it. He's not it. Like, what
Yeah,
are we
some
doing?
people were being real nice and was
Real
like,
nice.
oh, okay, all right, well, I'll give you a chance, even though you fucked up. But here you
I'm
go.
Fat Joe out here, because Fat Joe was like, I can't teach you how to be a rapper, so you got to get the fuck out of here.
You're like,
I
you
was
gotta
like,
have this shit already. Like, what the fuck you mean? Like,
yeah. I was like, I'm with him.
right.
Cardi was just like, well,
I don't know, it's something about you. I like you.
I was like, girl,
Dog.
fuck out of here. I'd have been like, no.
Jada out here laughing niggas out. I was like, yo, these niggas childish as shit. I couldn't have been on that fucking page. Snoop was funny as shit.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, I like that show. I really do.
Did you finish watching Dr. Foster?
So that was going to be next on the docket.
Okay.
Fuck that show. Listeners, I hope you are caught up, because we said last fucking episode that we were going to binge and be ready to discuss this episode. So if you are not caught up, fast forward a little bit. Bitch, why the fuck did you make me watch that goddamn show? First of all, it was so many times, like when I was binging it, that B-Dub will walk in the room. He's like, oh, you still watching that show again? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because I'm trying to figure out, like, he just shake and say, because he wasn't watching it with me, so he ain't really know, what the fuck was going on or what the premise was. But dog, first of all, this shit was mad annoying. I feel like y'all bitches got problems. Like, y'all was caring and doing way. I used to, every episode I was like, yo, you're doing way too fucking much. What the fuck? And then when it ended, bitch, I was mad as fuck. That last episode
of the second season?
Yeah, ain't that the end?
Yeah. I was just making sure you weren't talking about that last episode of the first season.
I'm talking about when Tom got the fuck up out of there. It was like, fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, so now is that going to bring Gemma and the nigga to... Like, it was so much going on in that last episode. I'm just like, oh, so like now the nigga going to kill himself in traffic. Oh, now the bitch gave him the drugs. Oh, he going off and stuff. Oh, now you feeling sorry for him because the nigga is fucking crying at the diner. Wait a minute, he's not crying no more. He's laughing. Oh, he's trying to trick you now. Like, niggas was playing way too much fucking games. I kept saying that. I was like, y'all niggas playing too many games. Like, I don't know who the fuck is for real and who's playing games. Dog.
After the first season, I was like, well, there doesn't need to be a second season. I don't understand. Because everything to me
was wrapped up.
It was wrapped up. So I was like, well, what is the second season
they
even
pulled
going to be
a thread and unraveled all of that shit. I said, God damn.
I was like, so nobody gives a fuck about nothing in their lives in the second season.
It's like the moral of the story was, while you guys are going back and forth and feuding, you're missing the fact that the problem is right here in front of your face, which I guess was Tom being like depressed and going through everything, and like they were focused on themselves.
The crazy
like,
thing is, I said when I saw Tom for the first time, I was like, why does he look like a serial killer? So
he looked like, suicidal off the rip.
He did.
I thought he was going to take his life at one point. Yeah. I was like, Tom about to... When I seen him rocking in that tub that episode, I said, oh, Tom about to be the fuck about it. Like, then I was getting confused. On 1 minute, he ain't bang with his mom. Then he ain't bang with his dad. Then he act like he had information on Gemma. Then he... Look,
it was just a lot happening.
It was a lot from all angles. I wasn't banging with Gemma's friends, but then she would turn around and forgive him and be cool with him again.
I didn't understand that either. That bitch that she worked with, I would never have been cool with him again.
I'd have like, fuck you, because all this time you playing me and you giving this nigga information, like, fuck you. And then y'all end up being cool. I'm sorry, I hope you understand. Like, that's some white people shit.
It is, because that couldn't have been me.
You would have been cut off both life, OL. Like, no.
That scene though, when they were at the dinner room table, when she finally told everybody what she knew,
I was fucking weak.
My life. That was the best fucking scene of the whole goddamn show.
She was like, oh, and that she was pregnant. That motherfucking mom and that dad. But the fact that later on the mom ended up helping her coordinate meeting at the hotel room to tell them like, oh yeah, he fucked me. And she's like, I know.
Which I was just like, which they didn't, but
At all. She trying to save face and not look stupid.
But women do that shit.
Facts.
Women
Like
definitely do
they
that.
gonna wait till they get behind closed doors and then cuss their husband out, but they want to save face for the bitch.
But that's what Mr. Duncan said he wants. You know, he just wants it to be us against the world, even though us wasn't us.
You
We
might
was
be
fucking
wrong.
somebody else.
Like, you might be wrong, but to the world, we a unit. Fuck
that. I would have been. I don't know. Let me tell you, this show wouldn't have been a show because as soon as I found that goddamn overnight bag and the extra phone with the fucking screensaver at the birthday party, I'd have
and all my friends is at the party and knowing
they
about
in on it.
Nah,
I would have lit that bitch up.
I would have been like, fuck that. He ain't gotta leave. Fuck this practice. I'm lit. Like, me and Tom getting the fuck up outy. Like, fuck y'all.
And I feel like both of the parents were just too focused on revenge.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't focused on their son
at all. They was so busy trying to pretend like I know what's best for Tom, and Tom needs to be with me, and blah blah. Like, I'm fighting for him, and he's better with me. And the whole time, it wasn't even about that. You was spending all your energy, like you said, getting back at each other. Oh, let me set up this camera and try to smash this nigga. Or let me send these flowers to her job. Or let me do this, that, and the third. Like, and you're not even focusing on how it's affecting, because he's seeing everything. He done heard y'all smashing. 1 minute y'all together, the next minute you're not.
Speaking of that. What the hell was they doing? Because the neighbor said she heard it. The
son
heard it. I said, well, what kind of sex
y'all
wasn't
having? Y'all, but he said to the wife, like, yeah, we have great sex. Because remember, she was asking, like, so is it good? He was like, yeah, it was. Like, it was the sex that we had. Like, it was amazing. But, like, the whole time I was thinking about you. No, the fuck you wasn't. Like, you was thinking about getting up in that ass. Like, like, y'all had to be hella loud that the neighbor came to the door.
Heard it.
Heard y'all, and then obviously the son, because he's in the house, like, y'all mad wild. Like, that show, I was like, all right, I can't. The whole time I was like, y'all extra, like, what the fuck?
No, I had to get somebody else in on that shit, because I was getting my sister locks done watching that goddamn show, and I was stressed because I was like, what the fuck is even happening right now?
Look, listeners that went on this journey with us and watched this by our not discretion, but our us telling y'all, I can't get the words out because I'm gonna drink strong. Let us know how the fuck y'all feel about it. Like, did it frustrate y'all? Was y'all yelling at the TV? Did y'all come to the same conclusion on that's what the fuck that they was trying, the point that they was trying to get to at the end? Because that's how I looked at it. And, like, I just wish she would have hit the nigga with the car. Like, I was just like, kill the nigga. Like, what the fuck? He about to go get Tom? Like, kill that nigga and drive off. But then I was like, oh, it's going to trace back to you because you're going to have damage to your car. Like, I literally was talking to the TV like, yo, something got to happen because y'all niggas keep going back and forth, and this shit got to end some kind of way.
The girl that was doing my sister lock, she had already seen it, and she was the one that made us watch it. But one of her friends was over during the first half of it. So me and her were talking at the TV screen, and we were saying the exact same things at the exact same time. It was crazy because it was like black women just being sync, and we wasn't with none of that shit that was happening.
And that's exactly why that was, one, in the UK, and two, it was all white people.
I was just like, this would not even be a show. But like, go off, y'all.
Like, it wouldn't have made it past episode 2.
But
like,
what was crazy was, like, all that happened because of that damn strand of hair. That's what I just kept going back to.
One strand of fucking hair set everything into motion.
That
like,
is wild.
She's seen that blonde hair, was like, who is it? Now it's time for the witch hunt. Who the fuck has this?
Child.
Whole time it was the young joint.
I watched Fractured. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched that. That nigga. Yeah. I was just like, there's a lot going on here.
Right.
I knew something was off with him.
Uh-huh.
I can't say that I was expecting to see him wheeling some other person out the fucking hospital at the end, and him thinking it was his wife and daughter. Like,
so that I did not predict that. Like, I knew something was off because, like, in the beginning, remember when the daughter fell and something had happened and it was like a little glitchy. Like, it was like, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, whatever, effects and shit. They try to make it artistic and shit. So I
thought it was my internet or something. I actually thought it was me.
No, I just was like, okay, they trying to make this shit artsy and shit, but like, I was getting mad with the fucking cops. And like, I was like, yo, they got this crazy ass hospital where like niggas is all trying to steal niggas organs and shit. I was like, yo, at one point I was like, yo, fuck your family and just get the fuck out of there. Like, they're gone at this point. I was just like, yo, go in the basement, like, do this like, I was mad at the cops because at one point they was like believing them, like, hold on, like,
and then it switched.
Dog. Then this nigga done locked them in the motherfucking joint. Like, I said, yo. And then when they showed the whole time that when they felt that they had died, and he just packed them up and was like, basically, like, their brain. Oh, sorry, y'all. If y'all ain't watched it, y'all want to see. Guess we should put this in the caption that if you ain't watched Fractured, so go ahead and fast forward this as well. But, like, dog, and whole time, like, got the dead bodies in the back of the back and some stranger that you think is your damn wife. Yeah. Wild as shit.
But
bro.
So I'm confused. So I'm not confused, but I guess I want confirmation. So because he fell in after his daughter and he hit his head. Right. So he basically fucked himself up when he fell.
Yeah, I think he fucked himself up too. And then like the black lady who was like the psychiatrist or whatever that was talking, it was like, you know, sometimes when you go through a traumatic event, your brain, in order to, it can't cope with what just happened. So it creates a alternative, like, reality, pretty much. So it writes a story because, like, the reality is just too hard to, like, come to copes with. So, like, basically, I guess when he hit his head and stuff, like, it rewrote, like, nah, they fine. Like, they good. Like, and we about to go to the hospital, and then we gonna go in here. Like, so yeah.
So what happened with the first wife? He was married before this woman?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
I was thrown off by that.
Yeah, they was talking about his ex-wife and like something happened to her. I don't know if it was like a like he hit her or she like what?
So that's what I was like. I was like, maybe I missed it, but I don't feel like that was ever tied.
That wasn't really explained that much into, like, it really wasn't gone that deep into. They brought it up like when the cops were talking, they was like, yeah, because your ex-wife. And they was like, why do we keep bringing up my ex-wife? Because in the beginning, they brought it up when they were talking about like the insurance or something like that. But like they didn't go into any issues with them. But then like later on. So yeah, that part I don't really know.
That's why I was asking if he got fucked up after he fell. Because I didn't know if they were implying that he did something to the first wife too. Which would then further imply that he was always fucking crazy.
Right.
And that's why I was like, well, did they ever circle back and explain why they were even mentioning her? Or was that just something to throw us off?
Then I must have missed it then.
I don't think they did because both of us missed it. And I don't think both of us are dumb. So.
No. So it's y'all, nigga.
Yeah. But yeah, I watched that.
So after I saw a clip online, I watched Uncensored with Lisa Ray.
Oh, I haven't seen the whole episode yet. So tell me what happened. Because I seen
First of all, I love me some Lisa Ray because she's so fucking real. And she was just like, first of all, I love Uncensored because they be spilling all the fucking tea on that joint. I want to watch the Tyra Banks joint, and I think a Lamar Odom joint about to come on too in a couple weeks. So I'm about to be watching that shit. But like on this one, like the clip that I saw, she was talking about how her and Dwayne Martin used to be hella cool because they was on that show together, and they got hella cool. And then when she got married to the guy and she became like the first lady of Turks and Caicos and all that stuff, like apparently Dwayne Martin and the husband, the prime minister guy, got cool. And Dwayne Martin started like introducing him to women and shit. And like Dwayne Martin and Lisa Ray was supposed to be like cool. And supposedly they implied that one of them women that he introduced them to was Nicole Murphy. So,
and you know, the brat put Nicole Murphy out there, and she had said this a couple months ago that Nicole.
She was like, "Yeah, she a homewrecker." I was like, "Ooh, yikes!" But yeah, then they was talking about like her growing up and her childhood, how her father and stuff had like her, like, you know, it's sometimes as a daughter, like you're like a daddy's girl, so your dad can do no wrong. And apparently like he had girlfriends, you know, back in that day, like, you know, she kind of like excused and was like, well, if my mom ain't doing nothing about it, he's still here, then it must be normal, it must be good, like, you know, I'm rocking with dad. And she was like, so eventually like her mom got tired of it, left her dad, and she kind of felt a certain kind of way, but she was still a daddy's girl. And then her mom kind of resented her and was like, like, I'll ask for money, but he won't give it to me. But when, like, Lisa will be like, we need money for groceries, he'll give it up immediately and whatever. So it kind of put a wedge between her and her mom. And then what happened was one of his girlfriends that he was living with ended up killing him. And so she, Lisa Ray took that real hard, and she would try to kill herself. And it was one time where she took a whole bunch of pills, and she was like sick, and like they had to rush her to the hospital and stuff like that. And her mom was there, and so I don't remember it word for word, but they were having a conversation while she was kind of out of it and coming to and stuff, and was in the hospital. And she was like, I don't know if the mom said, sometimes I think that you wish that it was me that wasn't here, or something like that. And Lisa Ray said, she was like, yeah, I do. And she was like, it breaks my heart to this day that I even said that to my mom, because, like, yeah, I was young. Yeah, I was still mourning my dad's, like, me being so close to him, and, like, him being taken away. And a lot of times my mom felt like if she would have never kicked him out, he would have still been living there, and the girl would have never killed him. And I kind of agree with her. And it just, like, really put a wedge in between me and my mom. But even to this day, like, I can't believe, like, I even said that to my mom. And, like, I don't even know how and if I could ever make that up. But, like, apparently, like, her mom was on the interview and stuff too. And, like, they have a good relationship.
Giving her side of the story, and so yeah.
And then the mother was on there as well, and then they had friends and stuff like that, like, putting in their their perspectives and stuff of what was going on. But it was good. She was super real, so she was real with it. She was talking about, like, how acting, how she got into the game, and, like, at first she didn't want to be an actress, and it was times where she was over it. But I liked the interview. It was a good interview.
I like Lisa Ray. I really do. I don't think she's that great of an actress, though. So.
I mean, she's not. She's cute, and I like her personality.
Yeah, I love her personality, though. Like, her as a person. But, when for her to say she didn't want to become an actress, in my mind, I'm just thinking, like, well, girl.
She was saying she was mainly, like, she started out with modeling in Chicago. And then she was like, well, fuck it. Let me do, like, a couple of little commercials or some print work or some shit. Like, I'm just trying to get some money. Like, she was like, it was all for money. And then she was like, somebody had told her about, like, just go to California. And then, like, I guess, like, call it pilot season, where they start shooting a whole bunch of pilots for shows and shit. And she was like, she just started auditioning for shit. And then she was, like, landing, like, gigs here. Oh, and she was talking about some show, which I never watched, or maybe I don't remember it. Something called Single Ladies, and it had Stacey Dash.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Maybe I do, and I don't remember it.
I watched the first season, but then they moved it to BET. Maybe it was always on BET, but I feel like they moved it to BET because that's around the time they moved the game to BET, and I stopped watching BET around that time.
Maybe I need to Google it because I don't remember watching it, but she was like, her and Stacey Dash got into it.
Yeah,
they was like, they got into it on set, and then, like, they didn't bring her back. They didn't bring Stacey Dash back after that. I was like, oh shit.
I liked the first season, but then, like, I really think it was BET, because at that point I was over BET.
It was at one point where BET was fucking shows up. Like, it would be a good show, and as soon as they moved to BET, you'd be like, ugh.
Yep. I still don't know what happened on the game because I stopped watching.
They fucked the game all up. The game was so fucking lit. That was my fucking show.
Did you watch do you watch Blackish?
Yes, but I haven't watched it in a while.
Okay, well, I watched, I'm not going to tell you the story, but I'm sure you've seen on the internet, they had the ladies from Girlfriends on.
No!
You didn't see that?
Oh, yes, I'm about to watch it.
Yeah. But, I mean, they obviously weren't playing their characters because Boaz and Joan.
Right.
But it was still cute. I liked it because it was just like them together.
Like a fake little reunion.
There is one part I do want to tell you. It's not significant to the show, but I forgot this, but Jennifer Lewis, who plays Tracy Ellis Ross's mother-in-law, was Tony's mother on Girlfriends. And I forgot that, though.
It's been so long. I need to just, like, but it's not on anywhere. It's like binge watch Girlfriends, but it's nowhere.
Oh, I have Girlfriends on DVD.
Oh yeah,
I love Girlfriends, but so Jennifer Lewis came and, you know, did her thing on the show like she always does.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tony, I can't remember what her name was on this episode. She was like, I'm glad that's not my mom. And it's like, if you are a fan of Girlfriends,
it's funny.
It's
right.
fun. It was like, oh,
yeah.
I don't know. It was cute because I used to love me some Girlfriends. So.
Yeah, Girlfriends was hella lit.
Yeah.
You about to have to bring them joints up for Thanksgiving, bro. So we can do a binge. It's been years. Like, I done forgot a lot of stuff.
So I'm not fully caught up, but I fucking sat here on Sunday when I was sick and got close to being caught up with fucking This Is Us.
Yeah.
And now I remember why I stopped watching that. That show was fucking sad as fuck. Like,
I told you, This Is Us and A Million Little Things is my two emo shows that I watch and I fucking get all of my feelings and get the crying and shit by myself. Like, well, no, actually, me and my husband watch This Is Us together, and I watch A Million Little Things by myself. But, bruh.
Oh, excuse me, I just burped.
It's so much fucking shit. As soon as you think, like, all right, we having a happy streak, they get your ass.
Nigga. I knew, listen, listeners, if you don't watch This Is Us, spoilers all in this bitch.
Right.
Because it's like on season 4. I didn't realize I thought it was on season 3, so I thought I was only one season behind. I hadn't finished season 2. So I knew based on the show and how things had played out, I knew something had happened to the dad. And then eventually I knew that the dad had died. But I never knew exactly how he died.
Right.
Nigga. The way that the dad fucking dies made me so fucking mad that I hit up Dice and I was like, fuck this show. This is why I don't watch this shit. What the fuck is this? The nigga was just alive like 2 seconds ago. All the fuck she did was go and make a phone call. Like, dead ass. I was in my room like, yo, what the fuck is not Jack?
He was
nigga?
just fine. Yo, I love me some Jack. He's such a good dude.
Pissed. I need to know if in season 4 they're explaining how the mom ended up with who she's with.
Well, they explain that in some season 3.
Okay, so maybe I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Because I need to know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Like, how would you? I mean,
I'll be dead, but like, I will haunt your ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how would you feel if your best friend after you died?
But you know, Jack is a good dude. Like, you know, I know Miguel's a really good dude. So like, you know, at least he's looking at, you know, he a good ass dude. But like me, I'll be like, I'm haunting you and her. And the kids better not like this nigga because I'm going to smush them in their sleep as a ghost. Like, I'm going to be in my feelings. But look, keep watching. The shit going to get happy and it's going to get sad. And season 4 is lit already. Like, just keep watching. Like, the writers of This Is Us is so bomb. Like,
I do like the writing, though. I think that's why I don't like reality shows, because a well-written show
will get you
so fucking good.
That's how I feel about A Million Little Things, bro. Like, I'm just like, yo.
Is that shit sad?
Yeah.
I'm not watching that.
You are.
I'm not.
It's not as sad as This Is Us, but it definitely has its parts.
This Is Us is fucking depressing.
No.
Because goddamn,
everybody be having issues, but it's real life. That's why, like, This Is Us, nigga. Like, I like.
Sometimes I just be like, damn, y'all niggas ain't having a good month. Can y'all get a good stretch?
Like, y'all niggas can't catch a
the
break.
Fuck. That should be making. That's why. And the reverse of this, the reason why I started watching reality shows, because it didn't have shit to do with my life, and it was just like an escape from my life. But then it got real fake. But now This Is Us is just like, God damn, this shit is wild. Like, what the fuck?
So, listeners, if y'all don't watch it, we don't spoil it. We ain't spoiled it too much. But look, just watch it. It's a really well-written show.
It is.
It'll get you in your fucking feelings. Like, even if you don't shed a tear, you're going to be blinking hard. Because even my husband was like, yo, it was a couple times I was like, woo, all right, what's happening today? Like, it will get you. Like, it's something for everybody. So what one episode will make one person sad, the next one it might not, but something in these storylines of these different characters is gonna catch your ass slipping, and you about to shed a little thug tear. That's what's gonna happen. It's a really good show.
I just thought I was gonna be more prepared for Jack's death because I knew it was coming.
Right.
I really did. I just thought I was prepared, and I was not.
Yeah.
That shit was. And then when she went in the door, that's when I was like, Oh no, bitch.
No,
And so I would have cried, but right at that moment, Mar came in to say something.
Oh, she saved your ass.
She did, because
you would have been in that thing.
Mandy
Hurt.
Moore went to the door, and in a reflection you could see, I was like, oh, nigga. And then Mara came in and she ruined the moment. I was like, okay, reality.
Right.
We're back.
And scene.
These niggas are like living their real life somewhere. Relax.
Right. So keep watching. More stuff happens.
Okay. That's all I got for TV. That's all I watched other than Disney movies.
Yeah, I watched Deion Cole's comedy special. Funny as
I
fuck.
had watched that a couple weeks ago, so when y'all were talking about how it was funny, I was like, oh, I didn't know that y'all would watch that, so I didn't bring it up when I watched it.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like,
Yeah,
I watched
funny
one
when I watched
before. It was another one before this. Like me and B-Dub, we randomly watch comedy specials, especially when we sit around drinking. Though I was weak. I was making some shirts watching that joint. I was weak as shit. I was like, slap.
Yeah, Mar doesn't like when I watch comedy specials because she was like, your laugh is just, it's so loud.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm enjoying myself.
Right. Just want me to be in the house mad.
Then she like, why are you so angry all the
right.
time? Well, I think that's it. I ain't had nothing else on TV. No tea.
I'm ready for Good, Bad, and Release.
All right, let's rock with it.
Okay, so my husband's deployment got extended the fuck again. So that is my fucking bad. Because I thought that he was going to be knee deep in me over Thanksgiving dinner. And now, I don't know when the fuck I'm getting some dick. I'm very upset. I think I'm more upset with the fact that, like, I had a date.
And now you don't have any
I had
type
a
of
countdown. We were in the 30-day mark. It was like, okay, this is really, like, he's really about to come home.
Right.
And he called me last week, and I was talking about Thanksgiving and everything, and he was like, babe. I was like, what?
I know he was dreading that damn call.
And he was like, and I was like, I know you're not about to say what you about to say. I know you're not about to say what I think you about to say. And he said it, and I was like, I don't even want to know when you're coming home. He doesn't know anyway, but I was like, even when you find out, I don't want you to tell me, because I don't want to.
You don't want to get your hopes up.
We have a calendar. We were literally writing it down on the calendar. I talk about this shit so much. The people I work with knew he was supposed to come home November 22nd.
Dang.
Like that day, somebody had made a joke about how I needed to get some and how November 22nd needed to come.
Can't get here fast enough.
So, like, niggas know that's how much I talk about it. And so now it's just like, oh. And then after we got off the phone, I checked my email. And sure enough, his command has sent an email to all the spouses like, yeah, we're out fighting for the best nation in the world. You know, we're the best fighters. Boop-de-boop-de-woo. And then today I read an article about, so basically another carrier was supposed to go out there, and that's but the carrier is still fucking getting repairs, and they don't have a date for when that carrier will be fucking done doing that. So as far as I'm concerned, if that carrier is not ready, my husband is not coming home.
Right.
And so we have a vacation at the end of December. I don't think he's going to be able to come. And this fucking vacation is with his family. It's already paid for. It's just so much shit. And I'm just like, really? So that's my fucking bad. Like, that shit blew my whole...
real bad.
Yeah, that shit blew my whole week. My daughter was very, very upset. Like, there's that. I want to release my daughter's school because...
What happened?
Because they just keep changing the schedule. And, like, I'm a scheduled person. Mm-hmm. So Mar has bassoon lessons outside of school, and we had them on Wednesdays. Then we had them switch to Mondays because then she wants to join the basketball team. So she's doing all these workouts before basketball season starts, so she can, like, be in shape so that when it's time to actually, like, start, she'll be good. Mm-hmm. So they did that on Wednesday. We changed the bassoon lessons to Monday. So then today I go, well, do you have basketball practice? And she was like, no, they're switching it to Monday. And it's like, on top of this, I have, I'm in a Security Plus boot camp this week. So, like, as soon as we finish recording, I have to go and do all this homework because I have to take 3 or 4 tests a night to prepare for this shit. Last night, I was up until, like, after midnight doing it.
Oh, my God.
So, because of scheduling, because she had bassoon lessons, and then it was this. So it's just like, I fucking need structure. I like structure,
You
and
feel like it's chaos right now because they keep changing shit.
y'all can't just be like, oh, we're gonna have practice on Wednesday, and then, oh no, now we're gonna have practice on Monday. It's one thing if it's like, okay, we have practice on Mondays and Wednesdays,
Right?
But it's like literally every fucking week they change the fucking thing. We've gone back and forth.
That's so stupid.
I need motherfuckers to release that, because I'm trying to schedule. I have to go to work because I gotta pay bills. Right. But then I'm trying to go to the gym. So like, my fucking boot camp doesn't start until 8:30. But because I don't know what the fuck is going on between bassoon lessons and basketball, I don't want to try to schedule going to the gym in the evenings, because I don't fucking never know. So now I got to get up at the same time that I would get up to go to regular work, to my regular job, to go to the gym, because a bitch is still out here trying to meet her fitness goals. Right. When I could be sleeping in. Like, this could be a week of sleeping in. Which really sucks, because I'm up all night taking these fucking tests. Right. So I want to fucking release that. And I like my hair, I guess. I guess. Because I'm really upset about everything else. So
it's like putting a damper on it.
Yeah, I do like my hair though.
Your hair's cute.
I like it. I've been taking mad pictures of myself.
That's how I know you like it, because you be in this bitch with your selfies.
No more cookie bush for me. The bitch is back. So, what about you, boo?
So the bad, I was almost in a car accident this weekend.
Shut up.
A motherfucker ran me the fuck off the road with my husband and my kids in the car. I was, for the people in the area, the Richie Marlboro area over there in Capitol Heights by that Dave and Buster's and shit, where they got like the circles and stuff.
And the car dealerships and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it seems like if you're not from DC, niggas have problems with circles. They don't know what the fuck lane they're supposed to be in to exit. Dog. But it seems like niggas in Maryland and Virginia don't fucking know how to drive in them shits. Like, if you're going to be exiting off soon, then you need to be on the outside lanes. If you're pretty much going to ride that circle all the way around to like the last exit, you need to be towards the middle. Mm-hmm. Long story short, I had to go all the way around. So I was in like the middle to inner lane. Mm-hmm. It was somebody on the outer lanes that apparently, it's making them exit because they're on that outside lane. Oh, no. These motherfuckers cut me off as I'm about to come upon my exit. Cut me off so close. When I say it was like an eyelash on how close they were to me, I slammed on my brakes and end up like in this, like, I don't know what it was. Like this, not a ditch. It wasn't a ditch because that's dramatic, but it was like off the road.
The road.
Yeah. And so like, I slammed on my brakes so hard, and I think I hit like some debris or something. So I thought he actually sideswiped my car. So, and then he kept going. So I was like, fuck that. Like, I was about to follow the motherfucker. But my husband was like, yo, I don't think he hit you. I was like, no, it sounded like he hit me. Like, I'm about to go. He was like, no. So he got out the car, and he like, walked around. He's like, no, he didn't hit you. I think it was like this. It was like, I don't know, a tire or some shit or something on like, that was off the road that I might have ran over, and then the rocks and stuff like that. He's like, he didn't hit you. Dog, if you don't know how to fucking drive around a circle, how about you go slowly? How about at a minimum?
Or ride the metro.
That part. But you come out of this motherfucker like a bat out of hell, dead ass fucking wrong, and then when you see, oh shit, I don't want to exit, you cut everybody the fuck off. Let me say something. I would have been fucking pissed if they would have hit my fucking car with my goddamn kids in it. Like, it's one thing, fuck me up. That's fine. Don't fucking hit me, one of my goddamn kids. So that's the bad. It had my nerves all fucking rattled. Stressed me the fuck out. The release, I would like to release this fucking rain.
Yes, I'm over it.
I despise rain. I went on a whole ass rant yesterday, and my husband was laughing me out because I hate everything about the rain. Rain, go the fuck away. Like, I don't like driving in it. The only thing rain is good for is a late night rain while I'm sleeping. By the time I wake up, it should be clear. Like, I don't fucking like rain. I don't like that. Even if it drizzles, traffic is horrible. I don't like the visibility with rain. I just don't fucking like it. I don't like that I have to take my fucking kids into the school and my fucking perm is getting frizzed up because it's fucking rain. I don't like this shit. I don't fucking like it. And now it's fall, so it's a cold ass fucking rain. So any little
Yes.
drop that get on you, it chills your whole body. Like, I'm releasing that shit. Get the fuck out of here. It's been about 3 days now, and I'm over this shit. Like, scoot your
It's
boots.
a lot more rain here in the forecast too.
Dog, I am fucking over it. It's like up and down the whole fucking East Coast. Like, just a rainy, soggy ass week. Like, I'm fucking over it.
Even when it wasn't like today, it wasn't raining all day, but it was ugly outside.
Like, I was at work, like, literally about to fucking fall asleep. I was like, why the fuck am I here? Like, it's too fucking cloudy. Like, and I gotta leave and drive home in this dumb shit. And of course, it starts back raining as soon as a bitch get off work.
Course.
Like, just in time for rush hour traffic. Like, trash. Trash. And the good. So, unprompted, this evening, my husband told me how much he appreciated me and all that I do for the family. And it was super lit because, like, you know, I'm a nigga. So, like, I was cooking dinner and shit. And, like, while I was cooking, like he said, I was like, nigga, all this over spaghetti? Like, nigga, I can cook spaghetti every day. And he started laughing. He was like, no, I just, you know, we are not the affectionate, like, telling our feelings type of couple all the time. He was like, you know, I just feel like, you know, sometimes you just let a person know, like, you appreciate them. And, like, I just know that if it wasn't for you, like, I would fucking be lost. Like, you handle a lot of stuff. And, like, I just appreciate, like, everything that you do for the family. And I was like, oh, I appreciate you too. I think you want some ass and you're going to get some just off of that. But yes, I appreciate you too, babe. So that was really good. And yeah, I appreciate my husband too. And I appreciate that he appreciates me because toot toot.
Oh, I wish that my husband was here to watch me cook. I made tacos tonight.
Oh, we had tacos the other day, and it was so lit.
Wish she was here to just be like, babe, I really appreciate you making tacos, even though you had a long day at work. I wish somebody was here to rub my feet because they hurt.
Oh, I don't like my feet being touched.
I don't either, but he does it, and I'm used to it now. You know.
Well, so, hopefully you don't want the date. I would say hopefully you get a date that soon, but you say you don't want the date. Hopefully maybe they'll rechange it. That's not a word. Maybe they'll change it and he'll get back early on the same date and he'll just walk in one day and surprise the fuck out of you. That would be super lit.
I was watching those videos where they be doing that.
No, too. I don't like that shit. Them shits make me cry. No,
they make me cry too. But I was watching them because I was like, I would just love for my husband to surprise me at this point because I really just want him to come home.
Right. That would be super lit if he was like, no, because you said you got an email from
I got an email.
Damn. I was saying if he was lying about that shit, he like, yo, I'm about to surprise this motherfucker.
Because that was the thing. I told his mom that I didn't know when he was coming home, and I was going to go spend Thanksgiving with her, with them, and he was just going to show up and surprise them. That was actually the plan.
Right.
Because they didn't know when he was coming home. But now, I guess I'm not lying when I say I don't know
like,
when he's coming home.
Y'all all in the same damn boat.
I spoke it into existence. So.
Right.
That's how about that?
Well, listeners, y'all keep on praying for Shay so that her hubby gets home soon.
I don't even use toys anymore.
All right. We thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we ask you guys to
Tired of the rabbit
and go ahead and get us on Instagram and Twitter at the Chatty Patties. And we ask you to comment, subscribe, like, rate, all of that good stuff.
I don't even charge them.
On Instagram, we got a link tree where we have links to everywhere. We are streaming.
It's
our
just
website
dry.
has embedded.
Desert.
I'm trying to get through it, listeners. I promise.
Deserted.
We have embedded episodes in our website, and we ask you guys to tell a friend. Please pray for Shay, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll chat with you guys later. Bye.
Bye.